Hey, what's up everyone? Johnny the Geek here. Welcome to It's Good to Be Geek. Today I'm going to be unboxing the Corsair Carbide Series 400C compact ATX mid-tower case. Now, that was a whole mouthful, I know. It's a mid-tower case, right? Could fit a ATX motherboard. However, it is fairly compact, meaning it could be, once fully loaded, looked a little cramped, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and get started. Came shipped to me as such. Now, early 2016 model, gotta mention that. That's what this is right here. Early 2016 model, and a street value of $100, right? $99.99, which is pretty decent given the look of this case, which we're going to see right here, right now. And I'm going to go ahead and unbox this. The box itself, you know, your standard affair, tells you what dimensions are, tells you what it comes with. Comes with two front rear fans, 120 millimeters, and then all of these panels and whatnot, and then like the size of things, right? We're going to be taking a look at that, and plus that's going to be more in the review of things, all the dimensions and numbers and factorials type of stuff here. We're just going to be looking at the physical, physicality of things here, right? So nonetheless, let's go ahead and cut this sucker open. I'm gonna go from, I'm gonna start from the bottom here, just so that it'll make it kind of easier. I hope that's the idea, to unbox this. Hopefully a static buildup. It is windy outside. All right, and voila! There was another piece of foam. It came off with the box on here. Don't think that it didn't come with two pieces of foam here, right? This is somewhat of a budget-friendly case, so budget-friendly packaging going on here. All right, here we have some literature. Let's see what comes in the box. Okay, 400 series. For those of you who don't know, there is a 400C, which is the clear version, and then there's the 400Q, which is a quiet version where it has a sound dampening materials. But pretty much this is like how you would use this whole thing, what comes with it and whatnot, and we'll go through that a little bit more during the review. All right, so moving on here, let's go ahead and take off this, right? Okay, my first impressions of this, very good quality build here. Metal on the top, metal side panels, of course, aside from the clear acrylic window here. Metal on the top, so it makes it a good, have a premium feel to it. Metal on the front here, right, which is excellent. But then the vents here are all plastic, which is understandable, right, to basically cut the cost of certain things. Okay, so let's take a look at the side here. Nothing, pretty blank space. Then we've got plastic vents on this side here. You can see right clear through it too, which is pretty nice. Right on the front, the very front of it, we have Corsair logo, no text or anything like that, just the little ship's logo thing, kind of a curved beveled top here. Then we have a power button up on top, right? Got the power button, USB 3.0 ports. We have microphone, headphone, hard drive LED, hard drive indicator, and then a reset button that is, you know, fairly hard to press, so wouldn't be a accidental press on it unless you, yeah, you'd really have to like really press that. So like your thumb, actually, if your whole thumb if you were to pick up your case or move your case around, it actually won't accidentally press the reset button, which is nice. Can't say the same for the power button, and if you have, like, you know, hit the power button, computer shuts down type of scenario, well, you better do something about that on the software side of things. Anyways, top, sticking with the top here, we have a magnetic mesh air filter, dust filter, that's held in by magnets. And then we have various options of mounting fans here. So we have 120 millimeter fans as well as 140 millimeter fans. And I like that it's offset to one side, right? So in case you were to put a water cooling unit, all-in-one water cooling unit up on the top here, that it's off to the side and that there's room for motherboard heat sinks to come out, right? Which is great. And that includes both the 140 millimeter and 120 millimeter, that they're both offset to the side there, not just the 120 millimeters, right? So that's cool. Moving on. Ooh. Okay. Moving on. Side panel here. Very nice hinge system. I'm not going to exactly take off the clear plastic on the acrylic door here, just because I want to try to preserve it as long as possible. But this clear plastic, it is fairly thick, I got to tell you that. And in the review, I'll probably talk about how thick it is exactly, but it is a durable piece of plexiglass there. It's not like the most side panels where it's all metal and then it's a little piece of acrylic inside, like a four-sided metal bezel with an acrylic window in there. Those are typically like thinner. This one right here, you know, it's understandable that it has to be really thick because there's no sides for reinforcement on that. So the plexiglass itself has to be really thick, as well as hold this latch door thing system here, right? Okay, moving on to the inside here, and I guess I could take off the back panel, which is held in by thumb screws, and they're the ones that you won't lose because they're on there. Real nice, right? Pretty standard affair. Side panel, metal side panel, right? And I could already tell that from trying to move this around on this table that the rubber feet here, excellent. Really good stopping power for the rubber feet there, right? Which is really nice. And doesn't look like it'd be easy to come off. I'm not going to really try to peel or rip this off, but you know, some of those other rubber feet there come off really easy, but these don't look like it would come off very easily. All right, so taking a look at the inside of the case here, which is pretty nice. It has the two 120 millimeter. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this has a 140 millimeter fan up at the front, 120 millimeter fan in the back, which is pretty nice, right? And then we have this PSU shroud here. I'm not really sure how I can take this out. Oh, it's held in together. Well, I'm not gonna really get to fiddle around with that too much, not until I do the review part to show you guys how that all works and comes out. I don't want to break anything. And so the back here we have 3 SSD or 2.5-inch drive caddies. That's supposed to be toolless. You're supposed to just slide them in there, right? Which is really nice. But you could, looks like you could take this whole drive caddy out if you wanted to, right? And we have our traditional 3.5-inch hard drive caddies. which is also removable, and the PSU shroud, removable. I'm assuming you'd have to in order to install the shroud there. Oh, it looks like they're just little tabs, maybe. Yes, no. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna have to RTFM on that mofo just to make sure that I get it right. So, looks like we have the standoffs already installed for you, which is a nice touch. No ketchup and mustard on the cables. Even the USB 3.0 cable is blacked out, which is really nice. And let's see if there's something I can do about the front panel here. 3 tabs on each side, and you do have access to them to be able to take this off. Now, this is actually pretty thick, right? Thick piece of plastic with a metal shroud around it. Almost like if it was a sound deadening, but it's not, right? So up on the front here we have mesh filter, right? And then you've got 140 millimeter guides here that you could slide up and down for whatever fan configuration that you want, which is fairly nice. That pretty much concludes the unboxing of this. But wait, there's more. Like I said, I'm going to set this up side by side to another case just to give you an idea of how big this is in relation to another popular case that I have, the Fractal Design Arc Midi 2 case, just to see like the size comparison between the two, and also some beauty shots of everything that I talked about and didn't really was able to show you on the camera here. So nonetheless, that's pretty much it. Like I said, here is the gratuitous fancy shots.